Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today there's a little bit of different scenery. I'm going to be doing my nightly skincare routine for you guys. I'll do some pauses so that you're not watching me do like a 15-minute face mask, but I'll kind of walk you through my steps. First, I'm going to start by washing my hands because I don't want to apply any cleanser or anything like that with dirty hands. So I'm going to take my this is a Zox wristband. It says Inspire. I wear it pretty much every day. I'm just going to take that off. I already took off my Fitbit. I'm going to wash my hands real quick. Just with some soap. I think this is a sample from Perfectly Posh, but I'm just going to give my hands a good wash. And I do have makeup on, so what I'm going to do first is use this Kapari coconut cleansing oil. I'm just gonna take off the cap. Oh, came apart a little there. But I'm just gonna squirt it into my hands. Generous pump. My face is gonna look kind of messy in a second, but that just means the makeup's coming off. So just gonna rub it on there. My forehead. And my eyebrows. I look crazy without eyebrows. You're gonna see them go away in a second. I usually do the first pumps. I get the bottom half of my face and my forehead and brows. And then what I'll go back in. I'll get a couple more pumps off of my cleansing oil and focus on my eyes. I try not to get my eye makeup everywhere when I do this, but sometimes it just goes everywhere. But then I get my eyes and I kind of have to concentrate on my lashes so I can get the mascara off. But now that it's looking all muddy and crazy, that just means it's working. That just means it's working. Okay, and now I am going to rinse my face off. Of course, giving my hands a good lot of rubbing, scrubbing, and then I'm just going to splash water on my face. And what I like to do also, because between each little scrub, my hands get a little dirty from the makeup, so I just give them a little rinse off and then do it again, so I'm not splashing dirt back on my face. I don't like to let it get too hot because I don't want to enlarge my already large pores. And then I'll just dry off. So that was makeup removal, but I know I still have some stuff on. I know just one little cleanse won't get rid of it. So next I'm going to use this Drunk Elephant Jelly Cleanser. It is Best Day. It's a jelly cleanser and it apparently is supposed to smell like cantaloupe. To me, I don't really smell it, but that's what it says. The funny thing about this cleanser, so I'm doing an empties video, so I'm trying to go through one product at a time. And this has actually lasted quite a while. But the funny thing about this cleanser, and you'll probably see it when I do it, it kind of bubbles up sometimes around my nose when I breathe. That's really funny. But I'm just gonna rub it on my face. God, my mouth's a little bit yummy. It's not actually yummy, it doesn't taste good at all. But you're not supposed to eat it, so. Okay, and then I just got a little suds going. I'm just gonna get my hands a little wet and rub. And another thing I have been using, it's this little scrubber pad. I have to make sure to cleanse it between each use because even though you're using cleanser, it's getting soap on it, still have to cleanse it so it's not dirty. This has been cleansed and it has little, I don't know, what are these things? Not bristles, but just little raised bumps that I use to rub it into my face, rub the cleanser into my face so that I make sure that I am getting the dirt out of my pores. and get those eyebrows just in case the oil cleanser missed any of my eyebrows I drew on. I like to do my eyebrows really dark. I don't know if you guys do. I know I have blonde hair, but it's like a dark blonde, so I tend to do like dark brown eyebrows. Some people might think that's ridiculous. I like it. And then I'm gonna take the water and rinse my face off. And you might see a little bubbling. That's what happens with this cleanser. It's so funny. Hold on. Super cool. I have to make sure to get into my hairline. Sometimes bubbles like to stay up here. The studs. I know not everyone likes a really foamy cleanser, but I think I got that one, and then just dry off my face. So I think I got the Batiste off of a BoxyCharm buy sell trade Facebook page. Someone was selling it, and I have never tried a Drunk Elephant product before, so I really wanted to. It's not my favorite cleanser, but it gets the job done. And then what I'm going to do before I apply my mask is do a little toner just to see if I can get that excess, anything left off. So I'm just going to spread this toner on my face. And this toner is Squeeze Me with Citrus Extract from Perfectly Posh. And then I'm just going to take the cotton pad and gently wipe over my face to make sure that it has been well cleansed and get any dirt, grime, whatever that might still be on my face, makeup off. Had a little bit of lipstick still on apparently. I'm just going to throw that away. And then I'm going to apply my mask. My mask is the Intense Hydrating Spirulina Mask from BioRace. I got this, I don't remember if it was an Ipsy Glam Bag Plus or a regular Ipsy, but Ipsy does send me face masks from time to time, but spirulina is pretty nice on the skin as I struggle to get this mask open. So I'm just gonna slap this baby on my face and look real funny for a second. And make sure I can see you guys. And just smooth it onto my skin. This has a lot of essence on it, so it's nice and wet feeling. I don't know if you guys like your masks to be wet feeling. I love the hydrating feel of a nice wet mask. Another thing I like to do when I'm masking, I'm gonna look at the time because this is 15 minutes, so just to make sure. It's 11:43 at night, so to do that a little bit before midnight, I like to take a jade roller. I got this in my BoxyCharm, and I just like to roll it in upward motions on my face. It has a nice cooling effect. And I also make sure each time I use this roller to clean it after I am finished. I will spare you guys that. I will do it while I take a brief pause so you guys aren't sitting here watching me hang out in a face mask for 15 minutes. But I just like to use this. It's really nice and cooling, especially since the mask is so hydrating and has so much essence on it. It feels really nice on the skin. And then I just get underneath my under eye, because that's an area where I know it's a problem for me, because I have definite lines underneath that area. So I concentrate on it, and like I said, I'm going to take a quick little break. I have about 13 or so minutes before I can take this off, and then I will be back and we will resume. Okay, I'm back. It has been about 15 minutes off camera. I did clean my jade roller, clean my little face scrubber, and I also applied a Wish exfoliating foot mask to my feet. It says coconut milk and verbena. I smell it. My mother-in-law says it smells like Play-Doh, but I love this Wish exfoliating foot mask. I got it in the summer FabFitFun. I absolutely adore it. It is a wonderful thing if you have heels that crack or are dry. It's wonderful. It smooths and softens, intense hydration, exactly what it says in the bottle. At least for my feet. I know everyone's different, but I love it and I would consider repurchasing it again if I didn't have 2 foot creams that I have in my little bathroom pantry, whatever it's called. I think it's technically supposed to be like a linen closet or something, but my husband and I use it for bathroom toiletries. So I'm gonna take this mask off. Ooh, nice. So that essence did dry down pretty nice. It's not as hydrating towards the end. It definitely sunk into my skin. I'm gonna tap it in a little bit, but since my skin is so wet due to that, I am actually going to, this is a clean towel, I'm just going to kind of dab it a little bit with the towel because I am putting on a serum. And technically, if I have the essence, I don't really need a serum, but I really want to use the serum because I really, really like it. And it is my day to use it. I'll explain more about that in a second, but I just don't want it to not sink in as well because my face is so wet from the essence. That's better. I'm just gonna tap it and make sure it's nice and in there. So the serum I'm gonna use is the Pharmacy Honeymoon Glow. Like I said, I adore this serum, but it does have AHA resurfacing. It is an AHA serum. It does have AHA acid, so you can only really use it. I usually use it every 3 nights, so this is my night to use this one. It's just going, and I don't want to not use it because I really like the serum. It does tingle a little bit if you haven't really used AHAs before and you want to try this one out. It does tingle until your skin kind of gets used to the AHA. So you're supposed to like avoid your lips and eye area with this one. Pursing my lips real good so they don't get on it because it will sting a little bit. But I always love the way my skin looks when I wake up in the morning after using this, so I will deal with a slight tingling. It's fine. And I use upward motions on my face, put a little bit on my neck, and then after that I go in with my eye cream. So I use either for my day eye cream, I usually use the Dr. Golden Fatten Bright Eyes. I just got it. I don't know how far along this one is because it is opaque. You cannot see through it. But I did just get another add-on from my Ipsy because I do not want to run out of this one. I really do enjoy it. But I just got this one in a Sephora Play. It is the Dr. Dennis Gross Ferulic plus Retinol Triple Correction Eye Serum. And this one actually says on the package that it can be used on the lids as well. I don't know if I've ever seen another eye serum that says that, so I do. I'm just gonna gently swipe that under my eyes with my ring finger because the ring finger applies the lightest amount of pressure, and then I'm gonna swipe it gently on my lids, not quite as much as under the eyes, but it is there. I'm just going to tap that in a little bit with the ring finger. When I use the Pharmacy Honeymoon Glow, I do tend to use a little bit more moisturizer than I would otherwise because it does tingle, and a little bit more moisturizer helps it not to tingle so much. This is the Elemis Superfood Night Cream, prebiotic night cream. I love the Elemis brand. I actually have a mask that I could have used instead, but okay, so that's a generous amount of moisturizer just because I do like to use a little bit more. And then I'm going to use the 111 Skin Vitamin C Brightening Booster. You have to shake it when you use it. I got this in an Ipsy Plus, and you only need just a couple of drops. And then I'm going to add the, I don't even know the brand name of this anymore because it seems like some of it wiped off. From right now it says LA True, but I don't think that's it. It's a True Renewal Oil. I'm almost out of this. I'm trying to use it up. I have to kind of tip it to make sure. Ooh, I don't even know if I'm going to get any in there. I might have to just tip the bottle, but I don't want to use too much oil because I already have, okay, that should be enough. I already have kind of an oily forehead. I have combination skin and my forehead gets the most oily. Sometimes my nose gets a little oily, sometimes my chin, but usually it's mainly my forehead. And I mix all three of those in my hands, and then I'm just going to rub it on my head, my face. And again in upward motions because I'm trying to not be super wrinkly. I mean, I'm gonna get wrinkles. It's going to happen as I age. I am 31 and I just recently got into skincare, probably within the last year, and not even the last full year, maybe closer to the last like 8 months or so. I've been really getting into skincare, and I have a late start, so I need all the help I can get, which is why I have so many steps. But the last thing I do usually is I have this Dr. Lip Miracle Balm. I use it for lip balm. I love the viscosity of this, how thick it is, and it really does hydrate my lips. And it's almost out. I'm so sad. I might have to repurchase. You see, I'm getting the last little bits of life out of it. I think I might have another 2 uses out of this max. See how far gone that is? It's like right here, all the product right there. As I talk with this thing on my lip and you're like, what are you doing, Brittany? I'm just gonna rub that on my lips. So this is a night cream. When I am not using this night cream, I just finished my Pixie Skin Drink H2O stuff. So the next thing I'll be using during the day is the Laneige Water Pink Moisture Cream. I don't remember what I got this in. I want to say I got this in a Sephora Play. Before I actually subscribed, they were having a sale. I think it was Memorial Day sale on Sephora's website. And I think I got this there. I can't really remember, in one of the Sephora Plays. Which, by the way, I just recently discovered the Sephora website, which is pretty cool. Every time you shop there, no matter how much, you get 2 free samples. And I just ordered something for my sister-in-law's birthday, and so I got 2 free samples. When it arrives, it'll probably be here sometime next week, but 2 free samples. And then if you spend a certain amount, sometimes you can use a promo code, which is really cool. This is what reminded me of it, because I picked the Laneige lip sleeping mask. I've heard really good things about that, and I'm excited to get it, especially since I'm almost out of this lip balm, which I really love. If I end up not liking the lip sleeping mask, I might repurchase the Dr. Lip Miracle Balm, but if I like it, then we'll see what happens. But this is what I use during the day, and I don't always use a mask. It just really depends on how my skin is feeling. If it's feeling a little dry, or if I know it's been a really hot day and my skin can use the hydration or something, then I can use it. But all in all, that's pretty much my routine. Now, if I'm not using the Honeymoon Glow Pharmacy Serum, because like I said, you can only use this a few times a week, unless if you try it and it doesn't tingle, then you might be able to use it more than that. But because mine tingles, I've been using this for, when did we get this? Maybe June. So I haven't been using it very long, but my skin still tingles, and I've probably used this a good 5 times, maybe 6. So I don't think I'll be working up from every 3 days anytime soon. But if you're very experienced with AHAs and acids, exfoliating acids, chemical exfoliants, then you might be able to do it more. But when I'm not using that one, I use the Glam Glow Super Serum, I got this in the BoxyCharm limited edition box, skincare box, and it is almost gone. I'm so sad. I think I might have 1 or 2 uses left in this. And then during the day, I just got this one because I just ran out of I was using a Caudalie Vino Pure serum that smelled like grapes. And I just bought this e.l.f. Beauty Shield serum the other day, and I've been using this. And then I recently got my Sephora Play, and I got another Vino Pure serum, but this one's different. This one is for combination to oily skin perfecting serum, and this one smells a little bit like peppermint. So I'll be using those during the day. I forgot to do my acne treatment, so I do have just a little bit of acne. Where'd it go? Right here and on the bridge of my nose. I don't know how I got that. I think I know. I think it's because I need to clean my glasses better. I think I got that acne because makeup collects right here on my glasses, and that's where they sit. And I think I just maybe need to take some makeup cleansing cloths with me or something like that during the day, so that in case it gets too caked with makeup, I can take it off. And then I should make that part of my routine. Now that I'm mentioning that, I should make that part of my routine nightly to make sure my glasses are really clean. But that is my routine, you guys. I hope this wasn't too boring for you and you somewhat enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below if you would like to see similar videos from me just about what I do, either skincare or I don't think I'm really a person to be doing makeup tutorials, because though I love makeup, I am definitely not an expert. I'm just someone who just recently kind of got into makeup in the last few years. Before that, I rarely wore it, and when I did, it wasn't very adventurous. It was just kind of maybe a little bit of mascara, eyeshadow, lip gloss, that kind of thing. And in the last couple of years, I've really been getting into it. But if you would like to see something like that from me, feel free to let me know. I'm always open to suggestion. Sorry, the bathroom door is creaking. I'm not sure if my daughter's out there, if it's my dog. My daughter was asleep when I started the video, so hopefully I did not wake her up. But anywho, feel free to let me know what content you want to see. I love doing unboxing, so that's definitely going to be in the channel. And if you want to see maybe possible spoilers or something, you can let me know that too. I kind of try to keep up on BoxyCharm spoilers and Ipsy spoilers and stuff like that. So if that's something you want to see, you can let me know that too. I know a lot of other channels do it, and a lot of other channels do it better and faster than I ever could, because I tend to upload at night because our bandwidth is very small. So when I try to upload during the day, no one else can do anything. So if I do it at night, then no one's awake and I can go ahead and do it. So that's why I'll be uploading this video as soon as I get done. But I know a lot of people can do it super fast and get the information out there. But if you would like me to do it, I am more than happy. In fact, I have a little bit of information about BoxyCharm. Pure speculation. Let me say that right now. It is pure speculation. I do not have any confirmation on this or that is an actual thing at all, but I did see BoxyCharm comment on one of their posts. Someone asked if they'd be able to choose between the Luxe box is getting a few things, has a few spoilers out, and one of them is a clipless curling iron versus brushes. It's going to be a variation, either the clipless curling iron by Suva Beauty or a Moda brush set, which I'm really hoping I get the brush set because I don't ever curl my hair, and the brushes are really cute. They're black and gray, and I love the color black. It's my favorite color. And someone was asking if they were going to get to customize, and in the reply they said something about follow our accounts to see what happens with Boxy Choice, and it spelled like BoxyCharm, one word, but it was Boxy Choice. And that could mean absolutely nothing. It could just mean about the survey that just went out. If you're an active BoxyCharm subscriber and you get BoxyLuxe, they sent a survey out asking which of the two products you would like to receive between the curling iron, the brushes, and then the Sunday Riley Tidal Cream or the Glam Glow, no, Glow Recipe Pineapple Serum. And then there was another one, another spoiler. Oh, either the Park Avenue Princess Tarte like contour and highlight palette, or the Sponge Gel Mani-Pedi set and a water bottle, infuser water bottle. And then they asked a couple other questions, just general, like what would you rather receive, makeup or mascara, eyeliner, surprise me, and a couple things like that. But Joseph Martin, the kind of man behind BoxyCharm, he's been hinting at a new program that's coming, and it's completely separate. If you know what Boxy Pop-Up is, it's where active BoxyCharm members, when the pop-up shop opens, can get items at deeply discounted prices, like up to 80% off, and even so far as 90 so far, I think, or 90, 91 or 92, which is amazing. But he said it's completely separate from that. So my thought, since they typed Boxy Choice in that manner and actually used that phrase that I'd never heard before, Boxy Choice, I'm wondering if maybe that's the program, that maybe it's some sort of customization thing, and it's going to be an actual program where you get to customize your options. It'd be kind of like a FabFitFun deal where you can kind of customize each month what you want, which I think would be pretty darn cool if they can implement it. Maybe they're trying to test it out and see if it'll work, kind of like the Boxy Pop-Up, how they tested it out for a couple hours, so it was live for a couple hours before they even announced it pretty much anywhere else. And so then a lot of things were sold out, but I think they'll just get better each time. And I'm hoping Boxy Choice is a thing, because I think that would be so fantastic to be able to choose the things you get in BoxyCharm. I pretty much like everything anyways, or at least most things in my BoxyCharm, but to be able to choose would be pretty epic. And I'm a very indecisive person, so I might end up picking Surprise Me a lot of times. But in the options they gave, I did pick the Glow Recipe Serum. I did pick the, but I would be happy to get the Sunday Riley too. I love pineapples. I have a weakness for pineapples, if you hadn't noticed. So I do want to try the pineapple serum. And then I chose the brushes because I never curl my hair. That would literally be useless in my hands. But I always love to get brushes, and especially black ones. They just look cool. And then I chose the Sponge Gel Mani-Pedi set and the infuser water bottle because I already have the Tarte Park Avenue Princess palette. I got it in a Best of Boxy box. So yeah, that's what I chose. And then the other ones, I don't really remember what I chose, but I think a couple were Surprise Me. Anyways, I have been babbling for 5,000 years, and if you're still watching, give the video a thumbs up if you like it, give it a thumbs down if you didn't. As long as you rate the video, it won't hurt my feelings if you don't like it. If you do like it and you want to see more of my content, please feel free to subscribe. And if you didn't like it, well, I still hope everyone has a fantastic day, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.